Hey guys, welcome back. I'm playing on New Employment by Fleshly Delight. Now, whether this is this guy's first map, so I'll bear that in mind. However, it brings up a subject that I've talked about many times. Oh god. And it's something I do want to talk about. Now, this is an office map, and if it's supposed to be nice and tidy, that's fine. But if it's not, it brings up an opportunity here. That's an opportunity for a lot of detail. Now, I go into a room like this. I'm guessing this is some sort of supply room. Odd choice of floor. This is some sort of random tile. It's an odd texture that I have no idea why it's in the game, because it doesn't seem to fit with anything other than weird science labs. Now, I'm going to leave one of these guys alive, because of course I do want to talk about a lot of stuff in this map. Now, I'll be honest, usually I don't review maps like this, as in maps where I'm going to be not like trash talking it, but I'm saying a lot of potentially negative things about it, but it's because it's this guy's first map and there's a lot I want to mention. So first things first, I'm going to ignore you, and then I'm going to... oh god. Excuse me, sir. There we go. That probably breaks that down. Yeah, so there's a few things I want to talk about. Now, this map is very tidy, and there's a lot of opportunity for detail here. Now, blood splatter, don't know how to fix it, but if you look, it doesn't match up entirely. Like this one, it's harder to see, but on this one it's very obvious. As for this odd room, well, you can see, I don't know where I was standing there, you can see like the tears in the texture there. I think it's possibly because of the light from the trailer, that needs looking at. Also this, that needs to be lower, just something to bear in mind. I know if you're like putting a map together, like this is the correct height, but some things you put in, it looks okay in the editor, and then that's a bit too high for a fire extinguisher. But considering this is a supply room, I mean, there's not a huge amount of space to fight in anyway, but there's an opportunity for some extra stuff. But other than the fire extinguisher and the texture tears, is this disruptible lighting? It is, nice. And I'm guessing this is a nice little spawn thing as well. You should always make sure if someone could just lock themselves in the room, there's a way for Zeds to get in other than the door. Other than that, I think this is just an odd texture. I don't like this texture very much, but that's just my choice. Again, we've got the blood splatters look a bit odd on here. But yeah, I mean, putting a carpet in or something would be just fine. And that's a supply room. Or these floor tiles. Now, something that is good about this is the floor tiles are the correct size. I mean, the amount of times I see a map with floor tiles and you get this massive big block like 2 meters wide. It's like, why is that even there? No one builds floor tiles like that. Now, obviously you need a lot of room to fight in, but you've got this really large office room. Now, I don't know if any of you work in an office, because I do, and it makes you think, right, why are the rooms this big? This is the correct size for an office. Now, here's what I wanted to talk about. This is a very good decision for the floor, because not only is it just carpet, but it's kind of old carpet, it looks used. But the main thing I want to mention it is there's some stuff that's fallen on the floor here. Oh, I don't want to kill him with this, but you've got a choice. Either this is a nice new office, or it's one that Zeds have clearly been in, which means it's completely wrecked. As in, everything's fallen on the floor. And it's an opportunity for detail, because you've got clutter like this that could be all over the floor and could look really good. And you've also got the option of... see, here we go, look, he's running around this place, he's making a mess, he doesn't care what happens to the chair. Look, I'm going to knock it over in a minute. Now, yeah, I know someone talked to me about console commands and how I could just lock this guy in place, but honestly, this is entertaining for me. Come on, I'm trying to talk here. Right. So you've also got the option for some poor fella's like doing his overtime, and some Zed has grabbed hold of him, dragged him into the corner, and shredded him. So you've got an opportunity to put loads of blood on the floor and a dead corpse there, which is also an interesting place to put in for a weapon spawn as well. So hang on, right. Tell you what, you stay there for a bit. I've got some stuff more to talk about. Right. So, when building rooms like this, you think, right, this is an office, yeah? Why is this room this big? And why is there not much in it? I mean, you've got some stuff here, like somewhere for people to wait, but you've got the opportunity to put like more seats here. I don't know why there would be so many seats, but perhaps this is like, well, that's a DNA storage, but Maybe if this was a reception area, there'd be like a reception desk and more seats, for example. And of course we've got some detail on the wall and stuff, which is fine. I mean, office walls don't tend to have a huge amount of detail on them anyway. Now, these are an okay height, because you do get stuff like this in offices, and it's just typical wall detail. You get a first aid kit and a fire blanket and stuff. I mean, these are put pretty much all over the place, but they are the correct height for someone to actually use them. You've got plants and things. Also, that is exactly what the roof tiles look like in my office, so that's good. And I'm guessing this is your typical Horsine place, which means you've got stuff like this. I don't know, it's science crap, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you've got stuff like that. Also, here's a good place for Zeds to spawn, and there's a good reason why players can't go here, which is on fire. However, what's on fire? Floor tiles? Just put bits of wood down there, or you could maybe say that the doors didn't break in this way, or maybe one of them did, the other one's just on the floor. You can put boxes and things. However, if I just looked in this is very, very blank. So how do you fix that? If you made this wider, so it covered all of that, so you actually can't see these back areas, then it's an easy way to not have to make it look so plain. And then you just like, put some detail there, or just make this in like the roof caved in or something. That's why it's on fire, so everything just falls to pieces. Alright, the testing room now. Again, we've got these kind of weird things, but this is a weird science lab. I can allow this, but again, it's quite hard to see, but you can see the textures there. I don't know how to sort this sort of stuff. I mean, I don't actually use the SDK, but Grace still not broken out there, has he? I don't actually use the SDK, but there are a lot of people who do, and I'm sure they can help you with stuff like this. And I need to point out, I'm going to put when I post this link in the workshop, I'm also going to post a link to the official forums, because there's a lot of map makers that actually use that and give you a lot of tips on what to do. Right, so here's another nice tidy lab. So you've got the opportunity to... Oh, that's cool. You've got the opportunity to make this again wrecked, or if you want it to stay nice and tidy, that's also fine. Now, like I was talking about in the room out here, there is a reason why there's space here, there's detail here, there's things that would be in a weird science lab here. Apart from this corner, it's a bit spacious. Maybe put some chairs in or a desk with stuff on it. What else? We've got this. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's full of blood. That's pretty cool. I like that. But also, more destructible lighting. That's cool. Because one thing I do like is when there's a reason for rooms to go dark, like a good reason. And of course, you got your doors and you got ways for Zeds to jump in and spawn, which is nice. Is there just the one? There's just the one. Okay. Of course, I need to get through here now. God damn it, guy. Come on, follow me. Yeah, I mean, there is console command just to make him stand there and ignore me, but I have tried that before, and sometimes he's despawned and then the map wave is over, because I want to try and show you everything on wave 1. Of course, here we've got some weird stuff on the wall. That's nice. Now, a few more of these elsewhere would be good, but we haven't explored everywhere, so let's have a look. What else have we got? Maintenance, I explored that. What else is there? See, these things on the wall is interesting. Also, with it being like a Horsine office. Ah, reception. Okay, right, we'll get back to what I mentioned earlier. Is this everywhere? Okay, there's an upstairs, that's good, and then there's that room to do. So, while I run around, a lot of places that the Horsine labs, particularly I'm talking about Bartik's lab, like the official map, is they have lots of like Horsine adverts and stuff on the wall. That's something to think about. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. Now, obviously if I put my torch on, it's easier to see, but you can kind of see why that's just like an outside area and it's on fire, and there's bits of paper. I mean, obviously, you know, I suppose you could do a running jump over that, but it looks like there's a reason why that's on fire. And again, we've got some more reason for detail here. God, he fell over. God. As you can see, Zeds knock everything over. This is, again, is another opportunity to actually have a reason why it's a mess. And this room, it's a big clock. This room, I guess this is just like a staff room. When there's a reason why there's stuff on the walls here, but perhaps put the pool table nearer the middle. Maybe leave some chairs on the outside and put something like that in the centre of the room. Because again, like this area just seems very big. Because it's the whole trade-off that I've mentioned on other maps between a reason why the room needs to be big is players need to be able to play in it, but also you need to give it a reason for being that big. Now, a lot of these being Z spawns, of course you've got fire, the Zs just walk through it and spawn, and it's the reason why the players can't get out. However, I think of, instead of making all of the rooms have like this fiery bit here that the Zs can get through, maybe you want to mix it up a bit. You don't have to, but give it an option like there's a huge stack of chairs and stuff against it and the Zs can climb over it but the players can't. Because bear in mind this is an office and if Zs are trying to break in, you want to try and bar up the doors and things. And again, we do have a bit of a playing area here. Like I don't know what you would put here. Please don't die. Okay, I need to be careful now. Right, let's get upstairs and let's explore what's up here. Now, again, textures. These don't match up. So do have a look at that. Right, again we've got kind of a playing corridor. The problem with rooms like this is there's not always a huge amount you could put in them. Because, I don't know, I mean they're just corridors. And considering this is supposed to be a lab and isn't a different type of room, it gives you odd options. Now, these rooms, bear in mind that they are bathrooms, you could just make them smaller and just make it a very inconvenient place to actually go in. Now hang on, let's just clear this guy out of here a sec, because I want to talk about this. Now, bear in mind, not every room you make has to be a room for players to hide in. For example, what you could do with these bathrooms is make them more bathroom size. However, what you can do is put like maybe 1 or 2 spawn things in the top, so if a player decides to hide in here, you have Zeds dropping on their head continuously, because I mean this is the right size for a small bathroom. You've got the toilet and the sink. But then if you go into this one, you've got the toilet and the sink, and then you've kind of got this chunk here that doesn't really have a reason to be there. Now what you can do, if you get more used to using the SDK, is you could say that part of the wall has fallen and is on fire again, which means if a player tries to hide in here, if they go too far to this side, they set themselves on fire, which is why you think, oh, it's a nice little room to hide in if you're a berserker. Well, you've got to be careful, otherwise you're going to burn to death. And again, talking about the fire here, there's another bit of flame, but again, there's nothing on fire. And you could just have like a chunk of the wall caved in, the Zeds are coming in through there, or what you can do is, if this is the top floor, is just have the top floor caved in and kind of like a ramp of rubble, and the players can't get up it, but the Zeds just spawn up here then walk down. Something like that is quite nice. Also, when it comes to the lighting, I like the fact the lighting is set. What I mean by that is this entire room isn't the same, it's not the same brightness. Like if I stand here, it's further away from the lights, which means the lighting is different, which is good, because a lot of people who make these kind of maps don't kind of get that. They put lights in there, but it's mainly just so you can see a light in the room, whereas other places are more... Oh shit, is he going to walk around here? Shh! Not him. Oh god. Oh god, okay, right, you stay over there. I think this is a much easier way of talking about sections of the map. Let's just lock him out. We don't need him. But yeah, as in, the entire room would be the same brightness, and the lights are just there because you need lights in the room, whereas this actually has the lights giving off different elements of light here, which is good. I like that. I know it sounds a bit complicated, but you'd probably have to see the maps I'm talking about to know what I mean. So that's supposed to be... Is that like some sort of alarm or something? Anyway, we've got the manager's desk or something. Hang on, right. Oh shit, he's gonna, isn't he? No! God damn it, right. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Now this needs stretching out. That's all clumped together, can you see? Yeah, attention. That should fill like, hang on. That should fill like the entire wall across there, but it doesn't, it's being squished. So have a look at that. Tell you what, congratulations, your promotion, you're now a manager. There we go, there we go. Right, let's make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, right, we actually have a pickup. It's our first pickup so far. As long as they're in the map and there's not too many of them, that's fine. Speaking of pickups, these are the creepy ones you find in some of the official maps. I'm guessing this is the manager's office, which is why it's got all sorts of fancy things in it. But this is fine. There is a reason why every part of this room has stuff in it. I think that's the first radiator I've seen. Again, that's another opportunity for wall textures. Filing cabinets, that's a simple one for offices. Oh god, yeah. Tell you what, congratulations on your other promotion. You are now the manager. Well done, good sir. I've been working for ages and I haven't got promoted. Anyway, so always think about why are some of the rooms there, what should be in them. Like, for example, there's nothing on any of the walls here. Like, we don't have radiators. We don't have radiators like we do in some of the other places. Also, the security cameras, another idea for a room is the security room. Or, even if... Okay, right, here's the thing. Now, you've got the manager's room in there, but there's nothing behind these walls. It's just outside the map. Don't forget, a detail for a wall can also be a door you can't get in. For example, I mean, it'd be odd to put it like next to the manager's office, but let's say you do. You can have a door that's labelled security, and it's locked. You've now got some detail to go on this wall. It's just a locked door. If you actually remember the old Killing Floor games, and in a lot of other maps that people do, is some details for walls are simply a door that is locked. I mean, this is an office. There'll be doors for all sorts of places. So, just something to think about. Now, again, I'm aware that, I don't know if the guy is actually watching this, but I know it's your first map, and there's a lot of things I want to talk about. So, I just thought I'd bring them up. And now, let's see you in the next wave. Okay, so, the arrows are showing me exactly where to go, and they're actually very well done. Okay. Now in this case, I'm going to be like destroying all of these guys. I'm going to get over to... God. I'm in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, I'm going to try and get to... get to the boss as quickly as I can. Ah, I can hear him. God. No. Okay, okay. The hell? Damn. Hey. Oh. Come here. There we go. Alright. My fire ready. Oh yeah, again, this is kind of squashed. Like, this should be about around here and here. They're sort of being squashed together. Alright. Can hear that. What was it? It does break. That's something. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, which creature is it that's come along? But, oh dear. Oh, we're on 4. Oh dear. Right, where are you? Ah, shit. Go away! Ow! There we go. Alright. It'll be number 4, and then we're going to go to the boss. This is what I typically do. It's like, I've already done everything in wave number 1. Pretty much need to talk about, so let's just get straight to the boss and see how we do. Hello? Where are they? I think there's someone in here? Yeah. Where are you at? I think there's a bunch of them from upstairs. Oh shit. There we go. If you can't see him, just spin around and burn everything. But yeah, I mean overall, I do actually like this map. It's not a huge map, but it's nice, quite small. I mean, you've got like anywhere between 1 and 4 people, perhaps, to play this map, which is nice. But you know, as I've said before, it's something you need to consider exactly why the maps are, you know, the rooms. Why are the rooms the particular size that they are? Because I mean, it's like this is a good reason for why this is this big. I mean, you've got the reception desk, and you've got places for people just like to wait. There's a reason why it's that big. Whereas there's some rooms where it's like, why is it this big? Oh God. I mean, it's like, you know, this is quite a large area. Why is it like this? So, anyways, time to fight the boss. And yeah, don't forget about what I was saying earlier. I mean, if you look at this, there's nothing on the wall here. There's a couple of things here, and then there's something there. But there's just this sort of this empty block here that you could put doors in and stuff, and then you could label them or whatever. And it could just be a typical office room. But now you've got a reason to actually, you know, put some detail on the walls. Now, where is him? Yeah, he's on that thing to the left that could be spread out a bit. Okay. Where is he? He's above me, isn't he? Hello? Oh, there he is. Hey there. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. No. Can't get me. Come on. God, the range on his freaking... It's like his punch is ridiculous. Alright, I don't think he's going to get away, is he? No. Alright. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.